Have you ever wondered why some chronic conditions stubbornly resist even the best therapies? Sometimes even acupuncture or neural therapy can't break through. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of perturbance areas, those hidden trouble spots that can sabotage healing.
It's such a mysterious topic. I'm excited to share what I've seen firsthand. We'll unpack how old scars, chronic inflammation, or even tattoo marks can throw off the body's regulatory balance, and why treating the main symptom isn't always enough.
We'll explore the origins of this concept, look at dramatic clinical cases, and explain the diagnostic tools like RAC. Plus, we'll break down how targeted therapies, laser, acupuncture, neural injections can restore energy flow and resolve stubborn symptoms.
By the end, you'll have a clearer sense of why recovery can stall, how to spot interference fields, and what actually works to fix them, especially when dealing with chronic equine conditions or similar tricky cases.
So, let's clarify what a perturbance area is. Unlike a typical injury, it's a zone, maybe an old scar or inflamed spot that continuously disrupts the body's regulatory systems. These areas act almost like electrical shorts, blocking healing elsewhere.
That's the wild part. Dr. Ferdinand Hunicke first described this in the 1940s when he saw chronic shoulder pain vanish after injecting anesthetic around a scar on a patient's leg. It's almost like the body's wiring was restored.
And it's not just pain. These fields can trigger or maintain diseases long after the original injury. For example, even minor stressors can spark major chronic symptoms when the body's regulation is blocked.
I find it fascinating that these fields often aren't anywhere near the obvious symptoms. So, a leg scar might cause respiratory distress, or a neck tattoo could lead to back pain, things you'd never expect at first glance.
That brings up a big clinical challenge, finding the real source. Not every scar is a perturbance field, and with multiple lesions, treating every spot is impractical and uncomfortable.
The breakthrough came with the reflex auriculocardiac (RAC) diagnostic system. Using controlled acupuncture, therapists track vegetative responses to pinpoint the exact interference field. It's like detective work for the body's energy network.
Once you know the true location, you can tailor treatment, whether it's acupuncture needling, neural therapy with anesthetic, or laser therapy using specific frequencies. The goal is to harmonize and neutralize that field.
And it's often those scars from castration, dental work, or even old branding that show up as frequent sources. What surprised me most is how these seemingly minor marks can still cause systemic issues years later.
Let's make this real with a case example. Picture a 15-year-old mare suffering from chronic cough and thick mucus. The culprit? A scar across the stomach meridian, right near acupuncture point ST40, the so-called ventipulmin point.
After years of bronchitis and only brief relief from local injections, the game changer was targeted laser therapy. Applying laser frequencies like Nogier A and Bar 1 directly to the scar triggered a dramatic response. The mucus liquefied and the mare had spontaneous nasal discharge.
It's proof that blocked energy flow along a meridian can create active perturbance fields, disrupting organ regulation. Resolving the field restored both local and systemic function almost instantly.
This underscores why it's crucial to look beyond symptoms and track the underlying energetic blockage. Sometimes, treating the scar is what unlocks true healing.
That actually reminds me of another hidden source: cold brands and tattoo marks. Even long-healed branding sites can act as perturbance fields, especially when placed over major meridian pathways like the bladder or stomach channels.
Exactly. Horses with old brands on the neck or limbs often develop chronic musculoskeletal problems or performance issues. It's fascinating how symptoms crop up far from the actual brand, but always within the affected meridian circuit.
Thermographic imaging can reveal temperature differences, confirming altered circulation. Targeted laser therapy, again with frequencies like Nogier A or Bar 1, restores energy flow and improves mobility, posture, and gait.
I've seen horses relax or twitch during treatment, and afterward, their movement improves noticeably. It really shows how energetically active interference fields can be, even years after the initial injury.
Sometimes miracles happen literally. Visible and tactile changes emerge during therapy. Take the mare with a blocked belt vessel. After laser activation, her hair stood upright along acupuncture points, and the skin thickened briefly.
Those physical reactions are rare, but so compelling. They likely reflect temporary boosts in cutaneous microcirculation and autonomic nerve response. It's a real-time sign that energetic regulation is being restored.
Such clear evidence reinforces the connection between bioenergetic intervention and physiological outcomes. It's not just theoretical, it's something you can observe and feel.
And it makes a strong case for combining acupuncture and laser field therapy, especially when traditional treatments fail. Sometimes, the body just needs its energetic wiring fixed.
Let's wrap up with the big takeaways. First, chronic conditions can persist due to hidden perturbance fields, like scars or old brands, blocking the body's regulatory balance.
Second, precise diagnosis matters. Tools like rack and thermography help find the exact interference zone so treatment can be focused and effective.
Third, targeted laser and acupuncture therapies can neutralize these fields, triggering immediate and sometimes dramatic symptom relief.
If you're facing stubborn symptoms, look for overlooked scars or marks, consider diagnostic testing, and ask your therapist about energy-based treatments. Sometimes, solving the puzzle starts with finding the hidden interference.
Thanks for joining us. Keep exploring the deeper layers of healing, and don't hesitate to seek out those hidden trouble spots if conventional treatment isn't working.